Good morning, guys. How are you doing today? So, the work never stops. I'm sitting inside of a car wash, getting my car washed. It's rained all weekend. So, I want to welcome you guys back to the channel. I saw this article and I said, hey, I'm going to put this up. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. We would love to have you here. And we are going to bring you a little bit of everything over on this channel. So we're back with another one. You see the title. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to title it, but it is concerning. More and more stores are closing each and every day. I'm constantly showing you all the Walmarts, all the Walgreens, CVS's, Sears, Lidl, Kroger. It just goes on and on and on, and it has not stopped. So let's jump right into. So this phone situation is insane. I'm probably going to end up having to get another one. Another one bites the dust for real. Just like these stores out here. Another one bites the dust. Without a doubt, there are many things that are on that ballot today. Today is Tuesday. I don't know if you'll get this today, but there are a lot of things that are on that ballot or that were on that ballot. There are a lot of things not being addressed in debates. And I hope that if you went out and voted, you voted for someone that is going to benefit you and your household now and in the future. So now we can get right to it. So CVS Walgreens shuttering more brick and mortar stores. November 21st, CVS announced closing 900 stores. I believe I brought you that story when it happened. But over 3 years, those stores would be closing, and now they're keeping true to their words. In 2019, Walgreens said it would be shuttering at least 200 of their locations. A CVS in Fresno in September, and locations in Falls Church, Virginia, and Johnson City closed in October. Just last week, Walgreens announced closures in 5 states. So there are multiple stores that are closing in North Syracuse. They're also closing a store in Canastota, Auburn, Pulaski, and no date has been confirmed as of yet. Walgreens in Dunkirk and Cobleskill is closing November 15th. 4 stores in Louisville, Kentucky closing before the end of November. Also, individual stores in Tampa, Boston, and Craig, Colorado will be closing. They say they will be adding more stores, but yet they did not say when and they did not say where. So it all sounds good on paper, right? On November 7th, another Walgreens closed in New York on the corner of Thurston Avenue or Thurston Road. This is becoming a pharmacy desert. This is what the article is stating. What is a pharmacy desert? They describe it as low-income areas without pharmacies in a half-mile radius. And you guys, more and more are popping up each and every day. Rightfully so, people should be worried. You should be worried whether or not it's going to be your location, whether or not it's going to affect the elderly in your community or the low income in your community. So you guys, I'm going to try not to ramble as much in this video because I do have a lot of closings to get to you. On November 15th, Walgreens in Locust Point, Riverside neighborhood in Baltimore, Maryland will be closing. The reasons they are given is they are looking to have the right stores in the right locations. And also they're giving a change in the buyer's habits because people aren't buying as much. On November 3rd, CVS is also axing another store in Lacan, Illinois. And they're saying while most shut down, some people will still have access to the store itself, but not access to the pharmacy. Even run into that situation when I pick up my medication. I go to the pharmacy. There's a sign posted in the window and it says, due to lack of staff, the pharmacy is closed, but the rest of the store remains open for you. That is no help because now you have to call a different pharmacy and get them to pull your prescriptions so that you can pick them up from their location instead. So guys, now we have to move on to the next one, which is Walmart. After the Walmart, we will do the Kroger and what's going on with them, and then we can talk about it afterwards. I'll give my little opinions maybe throughout, and we'll definitely talk about it in the comments and let me know what you think about it. Don't forget to hit the like button before you leave, you guys. So Walmart is closing after a fire, and not just in one location, you guys. They're kind of thinking that this is something that is taking place due to teenagers, unmonitored teenagers, go figure, in the Walmart by themselves, deciding we're going to do a TikTok challenge. We're going to light something on fire. So a 14-year-old girl has been sentenced in one of those situations. Now, I told you about the Walmart in Barnwell, South Carolina. I told you about that, I believe, the other day. Now, it did not say how much time she was sentenced to or what her sentence was, but she was sentenced. So you guys, talk to your kids. If you have those teenagers that's going into the store by themselves and they love to do those TikTok challenges, heck, I see adults doing it too. But nonetheless, this is the life we're living right now on social media. Everybody wants to be a star, but hey, everybody not set out or cut out for it, however it goes. So Walmart has been closing locations for a while now, and the list just on and on and on as to where these locations are. I've given you those before. You can check out my playlist where I have store closures. I have lists of stores that are closing, so go check that playlist out. I cannot go through all of them now because it's just too many. But they recently just had the whole closure in Florida due to Hurricane Ian. Now we have it was just upgraded. It was just upgraded. So Nicole has been upgraded. And if it gets any worse, they'll probably have closures again in Florida due to Nicole just not having power and people not being allowed to be on the road. So if you're in that location, or if you're in locations that the storm is headed even after it leaves Florida, because I know it's headed in the direction of my son once again, those stores will be closing. Get the items you need now while the weather is looking good. Do not wait to the last minute to do it. I know it's hard sometimes to do those things, but we have to get on it. Have a way to light your home if your power goes out. Have a way to heat your home, because the temperatures are supposed to drop because a nor'easter is going to be attached to this storm. That is my special service announcement. So let me get back to what is going on. So Walmart is taking fire safety as a top priority. And the reason being is because they had a blaze in 2012 where it killed 112 workers in Bangladesh factory where they are making and supplying the clothes that they ship here to the Walmart store. Ever since then, they put in a protocol. When something happens, this is what is going to have to take place. Now, the store that's in Barnwell, South Carolina, it is still closed as far as I know, because they're dealing with water and smoke. The same situation took place at the one in Alabama. It was closed to the public due to the fire on November 6th on Highland Avenue. It started in the crafts area. No injuries were mentioned. So as of the 7th, it is still closed due to fire and smoke. Now, that is not their first fire there. That is actually their second fire there in a 6-week span. And of course, there was a store in Georgia that was also that also had a fire, and I believe that's the one where the girl was actually sentenced once they found out that she was the one that started that blaze. Now, finally, the last story is the Kroger story. And I know this is a lot, you guys. It's a lot to take in. Imagine if you're that employee working in that store, or if you're an employee at any of these stores that I am mentioning, and you go, what do I do? Where do I go? Well, if you're at Aldi, you can't go to Lidl. If you're at Costco, you might not be able to go to Walmart, if you know what I'm saying, because these places are closing. Nobody is safe in this economy and what is going on. So from the beginning of June, really before June, stores like Sprouts, Aldi, Lidl have closed their stores. And then from August to October, Kroger has shuttered several locations. There are other stores that have come out and made announcements and said that they will be closing their stores. So other stores like ShopRite, Whole Foods, and Giant Eagle have already confirmed closures for this month, November, along with a Mexican grocery store in California on October 31st, which that store is also opening up to other stores, but we're going to stick with the Kroger store here. So Kroger announced shuttering stores in Gasaway, West Virginia. James Manini from corporate told the paper that it will close in early 2023, and that's the one that's in West Virginia, and is saying poor performance is the reason behind that. The president of Kroger's Mid-Atlantic division, Lori Reyes, said that low financial returns made it unfeasible to keep that store open. And lastly, we have on December 2nd, they are closing a Kroger in Decatur. And they are closing a Kroger in Buckhead on December 9th. So December 2nd, Decatur's closing a Kroger. And December 9th, Buckhead's closing a Kroger. I can't even get it out. Buckhead is closing a Kroger. So you guys, let me know down there in that comment box. Y'all talk to each other too as well. You know, give tips and ideas for people who may be searching for a way to get themselves together. What can they do in situations like this with everything? The new word is shuttering to make it look cute, but they're shutting down. Also, you guys, I forgot to mention that Kroger and Albertsons stores are merging. Now, they came out early October and said that this is what they were thinking about doing. I did see something out there that said that it went through on both parties and that the merger is now complete. So that being said, there will be other stores that are going to be closing due to this merger. So stay tuned for that. When they pop them out, I'll give them to you. So what is it that we can do, and where is it that we can go? So personally, I'm going to say when it comes to a pharmacy, if you go to that pharmacy, it's not open, it has that sign in the window saying pharmacy closed for whatever the reason is, you can always call another pharmacy, same name, another pharmacy, and they will pull your prescription for you and fill it for you. So don't go without your prescriptions. That is so important. These things are becoming life and death out here with the things that are closing up. I even told you guys about the bank, the PNC Bank, that was closing a lot of locations. Check that video out. And banks freezing your accounts and stuff like that too. So keeping cash on hand, especially with the storm coming, keeping cash on hand is going to be detrimental because power is down. You're not going to be able to use those cards. You're not going to be able to use those systems. This is another great reason that you can start stocking up your home. If you're in that location and that store is closing, most likely they're going to have some kind of a sale if they're not just shipping things off to another store to fill that store up, because there are empty shelves out there still and food shortages. Even though we have inflation, people are buying out those things that are cheaper that they wouldn't have bought just 6 months to a year ago. But everything is costing more. So name brand stuff, ain't nobody really looking for that. You know, buyers aren't buying what they used to buy. The lady said it. The corporate lady said it out of her mouth. It is true. They're not. They're buying what's important. But pharmacies are important. So you guys, y'all take care, stay safe, and I'll talk to you down in the comments. See you in the next video. I love you, but God loves you more.